Welcome back to A Corporate Time. Deborah's here from Fairvilla Megastore. And right off the bat, I see some holiday
It's
costumes.
arriving.
I am a big fan of that red and white Rockettes looking.
Right?
I'm going to put that on
It's
the camera
sassy.
here. Yeah, that is.
Isn't that sassy? I love
that
it.
is, and
Yeah,
it's
there you
also
go.
very, it's classic. It's
Yeah.
not even, it's not, that's not too spicy.
No, no. I feel like this.
I could wear that to the holiday party that
Oh,
we're
there you go.
having this year at Hollywood.
You could. You could wear that. You'd probably get extra money if you did wear that to the
Hey.
holiday party.
Spend a little extra time in the bathroom side of my car.
Yeah, I mean, I would say if anyone that wore that to a holiday party, especially where they work, would probably get a raise.
There you go. Well, and good point, because sometimes we have people who are in the hospitality industry, servers
Yeah.
or whatever. They come to us for cute little outfits that they can wear, bartenders, things
That's
like
brilliant.
that. So we do carry that. We do cater to that as well.
Well, that can help your bottom line. I mean, let's just talk business for a second. If you are a man or woman and you kind of spice up your holiday fun, that can mean the difference in hundreds of dollars in tips, like your flair. That you're working. You would be the worst waiter. You would
How dare
be.
you.
You'd overthink my order. You'd be overthinking all the toppings on my hamburger.
No, just write it down. What do you want? And you put it in the
write
system.
it down.
Write it
Even
down.
Deborah laughed at that because she knows you can't write.
So Santa's got a wife, right? Mrs. Claus.
Correct.
So and
But sometimes she's depicted as being. This is true, and I wanted to put this on the list for Friday. I'm glad you brought it up. Sometimes she's depicted as like an older motherly grandma.
Right.
And sometimes she's depicted as being like Christy Brinkley.
Little
Like
hottie.
And she's the brains behind the whole operation.
yeah,
Yes.
like the whole, the guy from the, was it the office? No, it was Parks and Rec. Jerry Christy Brinkley was his wife on Parks and Rec. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I
like,
never watched
Like
that show.
there is this weird, so is she a grandma or is she like a hot
Depends on your version.
elf? Because I think
Yeah.
she's supposed to be like a hot female elf.
well, let's just say, just by the
Wait
fact.
a minute. Did she give birth to all the elves? No,
No,
this,
no,
this
no.
was tripping me
No,
out.
no, no,
I
she's
thought
not.
she was human.
No, she's not Mama
The elves
Elf.
are slaves.
No, I always
Right.
thought Santa
Oh, my
Claus was
gosh.
an elf too.
No.
No.
Yeah, he's just a big fat elf.
No, he's some sort
Saint
of
Nicholas.
deity. Like he's a saint, and but
Yeah, he was a saint,
It
and then he died, and then the elves resurrected him, giving him a re-life, and then he became half elven, I believe.
This is heavy.
well, let's just
This
say
has nothing to do. I know. We're all of this because you brought in a wonderful. What is that?
That's okay.
velour?
Let's run with this.
I just, yeah,
Where does this gonna go?
I love the velour, but I mean, yeah, okay.
the
Continue.
fact that
yeah.
they're married implies
We don't know that they're married.
they-
She's just called Mrs. Claus. She could be a sister.
Well,
Oh.
these Christians.
I just made that up.
I mean, he's of a Christian faith, so they're married, and then they had to have consummated the marriage.
In the old school movies, she does call him Papa.
Yeah, wait, Santa Claus is Christian?
She's like, eat, Papa,
yeah,
eat.
well,
what a
he's
dick.
not-
See, she knows.
Well, what a dick.
well, he's
then.
not Jewish.
Well, but then,
Maybe.
well, no, I understand
No,
that.
it
No,
can't
no.
be.
Jews don't believe in Jesus.
They believe in Jesus.
No,
He's the original Jew.
Let's get everything wrong. Let's mess up
Well,
everything.
all I'm saying is that it's implied that he banged Mrs. Claus at
I don't
at
think
least.
Santa has anything to do with religion, though.
No,
well,
he's saying
I
was saying that that it was a Christian fairy tale folklore, right? Is
Well,
that what you're saying?
He's Saint
Saint
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
yeah, he's a
Saint
saint.
Nicholas.
He's
Yeah,
a saint,
yeah,
so he would be involved in that.
Yeah, someone in the Venn diagram
Yeah,
of that.
adjacent to- yeah.
And then since he got married, then
Some people in the chat room are
has
saying
to be horny.
that Santa is impotent. Some people, everybody's
Wow.
saying he is the saint. Yes, Jesus was the OJ, the original
Okay.
Jew.
So he's not married. Because if you get married, then
You
he's
just
gotta
brought up something I
consummate.
absolutely don't know.
I
I
feel
know
like I'm going to have
Sorry,
to do
Deborah.
Wait,
research.
why can't he be married?
he can. He
Well,
could be
I-
married.
well, I thought he was married, and then I was like, well, if he's married,
We don't know
then
if he's married, though, is what I'm saying.
Then he had sex with
What's
Mrs.
wrong with that?
Claus.
What's wrong with the
Nothing.
sex?
I'm just
I
saying
want him
that
to have sex.
implies that he is a regular horny man. I'm just.
I think it could be both.
What do you mean? Like.
Why can't Santa be a horny married man?
No, well,
I'm a
that's
horny
what I'm
married
saying.
man.
choice.
Yeah, I
If he
am.
is-
I am the Santa of Baldwin Park. I'm a horny married man,
yeah.
and I'm one of the horniest.
Yeah, I'm
He's not a priest.
No, I know,
No.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
But you know what's
it's
funny is
implied that he's
sometimes
horny.
he is depicted wearing like papal like robes and stuff. Yeah, there is
That's
a
old
crossover there,
school,
but I
yeah.
don't like that. I like
I'm talking about
Coca-Cola Santa.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola
Santa.
Santa. He's no
Sorry,
god.
Deborah.
Coca-Cola Santa. He F's. That guy. He gets it.
He's rocking.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, Deborah. This
No,
is
no,
the
it's
this
okay.
is
Took a turn.
wild. Yeah, we
You
just,
know,
yeah.
I'm
trying to
here for
figure
the
things
ride.
out. Just trying to live our lives.
Yeah, sure. But yes, we have lots of apparel coming in right now. We're kind of moving out of EDC, obviously. That has
was
now
that?
passed. Fantastic. Did very, very well. Had lots of super cool stuff. Halloween was great. And, we're still going to keep some of those pieces of apparel in our clearance room in the mega store and in the rack room. So if you are going to be dressing up for any kind of fun holiday party, come check us out, because we always have a
Nice.
little something tucked away back there. But as far as Christmas, holiday, we have it going on. All the lingerie, the really cool outfits like the little dress here. I think this one is probably a Roma outfit, and it's just, they're sexy, but yet we're going to find something for every body type, every size.
Yeah, that's important to say
yeah.
again too. Is it like every body type? If you're a curvy lady,
Yep.
Fairvilla is going to be your spot, because they can, and for like unique stuff that maybe some of your other manufacturers don't necessarily specialize in.
Yeah.
A lot of these people have been. Yeah, I didn't. That's really
Winter
neat.
Wonderland.
It
here.
is, and
It's got like a flap on the back, which is a little more like if you're a lady, and that's
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
god,
So
that's nice.
What's funny is this is also Roma. I walked into the mega store today, and I hadn't seen it since they started putting in the new lingerie for holiday. And I saw this on a mannequin. It was a slightly different version. I think, like I said, we have 3 different ones, but it's a snowflake detail with just a little bit of sequin on it. It is absolutely stunning, very beautiful, lightweight. Just like I said, and there's a style that you're gonna like. If
Let's
this
talk
one isn't
about-
you, there's a 2-piece style.
Are those cutouts on the bottom of the brassiere area of that?
That's for the underboob.
Yeah.
Underboob?
Yeah. That's in right now.
Yeah, I like whatever this is.
Top cleavage is out. Bottom cleavage is in.
I like all the. I like it when
It's
you.
true.
This is gonna sound completely strange, but I like it when you cover the nipple and then give me everything around the sides.
all right,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, like this.
There's
Like this has
something
got.
hidden.
Yeah, this has got it right.
Yeah,
You get a little of the teardrop. You know, you, on the top
Yeah.
you get a little of the mountains. You know.
Yeah,
Here, check that out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very soft.
yeah, it really is.
It'd be funny if you just like started putting that on.
This wouldn't fit. A little small for me.
I do
You
have
need the queen
uh,
size.
I do have the tube dress, but
Oh yeah. I love a good
Shimmy in the
tube
tube
dress.
dress top.
Yeah.
but everything is going out right now, so every store is gonna have holiday apparel. So it doesn't matter which one's closest to you; they're gonna have something wonderful there. So yeah, it's hitting the floor now.
Awesome. I love it.
Fantastic.
What else do we have here?
Well, I brought some assorted newer items, some that are very holiday specific, some not so much. But, I always like to bring the newest and latest pasties for holiday, which I thought
Yeah.
were super cute. Gingerbread, funny Santa.
Yeah, that's like a
out.
crocked Santa Claus.
Yeah,
He looks
yeah,
drunk.
yeah.
Oh, look at him. He's got one. You know what? Hold on. Can I see Santa?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's something funny that I noticed with Santa. They did what they did with Bill the Cat from Bloom County, and they gave this Santa's crazy because they give him.
Crazy
That's how
eyes.
you know people are crazy. One big eye, one little eye.
One mambo.
Yeah, one mambo, one small.
Now, did they see the artist rendering of the Santa and say, hey, that would make a good pasty? Or did they hire the artist to make a pasty Santa? That's what I think about.
Interesting.
Because I'm like, did they see
That's
this? They're
their
like, did-
design. No, somebody
Okay.
specifically drew that.
And then what's funny to me is that when they gave the artist the instructions, they're like, all right, this is going to be a pasty. So,
Yeah.
draw the Santa
Yeah.
accordingly. And
Yeah,
then they're
yeah.
like,
What do you want
well,
the Santa to be doing?
But I think that's the
Well, I
right
don't know.
Santa.
I think you wanted to be
I don't know.
funny.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think okay. So going with your point, if you put the
Yeah.
Coca-Cola Santa that's
That would not be
painted like a
right.
Norman Rockwell, it's
Yeah.
gonna look really
No, I know,
weird.
I know,
So
yeah.
that's on brand. But
Yeah.
you're right; they had to think about that.
Yeah. Do we want a serious Santa? We want fun, crazy Santa.
Yeah,
I
there
think
was-
you want a
Yeah.
fun.
There was probably a meeting
Yep.
about this that went a lot like this.
a
right
comic.
now.
We need comic Santa on the boob.
But then they go standard gingerbread.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
some things are classic and
Yeah, yeah.
timeless.
Like,
you know?
I feel like this ginger man should be a little more crazy.
That's a gingerbread boy, sir. That's a gingerbread boy.
Well, you gotta have a gingerbread
I don't think
boy
there's
on our
any such
nipple.
thing like a gingerbread man. Like, oh yeah, the story is the
yeah,
gingerbread,
gingerbread
man.
man.
I always called them gingerbread boys because gingerbread. I don't think they grow up. You eat them too fast. That's a cute little joke, right? Isn't that a cute little joke? I just invented that.
Then they went kind of a young
wow, for
reindeer,
babies, yeah.
like a baby reindeer.
Yeah, that looks like a
That's
Muppet
what-
baby.
That's what I'm saying. Did they tell the artist, like, these are going to be pasties, or did they just use whatever art to make the
I mean, it
pasties?
literally could be clip art. I don't know.
No, I know. That's
You're
what,
right.
That's what I think about. I'm like,
Now I have to ask.
Yeah, now Deborah's so mad at you. She's
Yeah, yeah.
emailing the pasty
Quit
company.
giving her homework.
Yeah,
Like-
where do you get your art from?
Like, I need to know what came first, the the idea
Hold on.
or the art.
I don't know.
Deborah, does this company have the ability to make custom pasties?
They do.
Would they make Tom and Dan
Yes.
pasties that you could only get at
Dude.
Fairvilla locations?
You bet we can do it.
Because they're not that expensive.
No.
Like,
You know, we
We
can
can
do
do
a
it.
contest or something.
Like, if I was in the room, I would think that I would say, like, let's make the pasties just the red nose of the reindeer, so 2 big red noses.
Would
No,
that-
that's
no.
terrible.
Well, this
What in the
guy's
world?
genius idea is 2 red circles. Oh, look, he's a
No,
genius.
no,
You have to have
It looks
antlers.
inflamed.
You
You
can-
have to
you
have
have to.
antlers.
You can't just have them be noses.
No, you can't do that.
What is it?
You put 2 weasel
Rudolph
noses.
the red nose.
No, but like you're gonna
That
put.
sounded racist.
It did. Yeah.
What's the way
He
I
has
nailed
this
it.
thing now, Deborah, where anything he screams sounds racist.
Yeah.
And then we have to
Okay.
stop him and say, guys,
Back
stop.
up.
Reel it back.
It's not racist.
Yeah, and I feel like it should just be the ginger head.
Can I give you some
Sorry.
You want
constructive
more
criticism?
coverage.
Can I give you constructive criticism? I do understand what you're saying, and I do now have a problem with all of the designs being a variation of mood. Santa Claus is funny, gingerbread is classic, and reindeer, I don't even know what he's doing.
Yeah.
I understand your question,
Sorry.
but it's not something that normal people think about.
Sorry, Deborah.
This is just a whole new area of exploration when
Yeah.
it comes to the pasties.
This is what we
I don't
think
know.
about when we're walking the store. That's why
Yeah.
when we do our go-to shows, like when we were at Sanford, we could have walked around that store for literally 5 hours because there's so many
Inquiring
questions.
minds.
Yeah, so many questions.
But yes, we could create a special pasty.
That'd be cool.
All
What
right.
would you want it to look like? Just a red nose?
Well, I'm just saying if
Tom with a red nose.
Dan with a red nose, Tom with a red nose.
Nice.
Okay.
like if you're gonna do a Christmas tree, just do the bulbs, like 2 bulbs, not the whole tree.
boring.
You have to do the tree in order for people to know that it's the tree, because if you just put the bulbs, the person doesn't resemble a tree.
Right.
So you're not giving enough context clues for people to understand what you're actually doing there. People will be like, "Oh, you got bulbs on your boobs," and then you'd be like, "No, I'm a tree," and then I'm confused. You see what I'm saying? You
What
gotta
else
hit
we got,
people over
Deborah?
the head with it, man. They're dumb.
Yeah, usually. Okay, so I also brought just some newer items that are in that might be fun gifts. We got to start thinking about that.
Like the roasted
I
toast
thought of you so
race
much.
car. Look at that. It's
New from Roast and Toast. The NASCAR-esque type car, I
Yeah.
think, is hilarious. We started thinking about items that would fit into our newer locations and trying to add
That's
new
awesome.
stuff. And we're like, this is
Let me see this.
hilarious.
Yeah, if you have a
I don't wanna
racing
break down
fan
my-
in your family that also imbibes in
So
the
it's-
medical marijuana.
Yeah,
Yep.
and the price point on these is like, a little over $20
Yeah,
for
it's
something.
$25.99.
Yeah, this thing's awesome, dude. It's got the carb out the back.
Mm-hmm.
It's a roast and toast Rostam on 420 NASCAR that you
Yep.
smoke out of. This is
Yep.
the best thing you've ever brought into the show.
And
other
I
than
love this.
other than the mutt plug. The mutt plug was really great. This is really great too. I
Yeah.
love the silly stuff.
Yep. So, the 420 Cup Series Championship. How wonderful is that? They were
Yeah.
really thoughtful with the box. So, again, if you wanted to just do kind of a funny gift,
And
you're doing
it's
some kind of a
ceramic.
pass around.
It's not, it's
yeah.
no BS.
No,
I mean,
it's serious.
it is ceramic, and you got your little carb here, and you check that out, buddy.
Now, if you're sitting out on your back porch, like let's say Thanksgiving, right? And
You
you're,
display that, and your friends come out and partake. You
Yeah.
got some joints
Pass it
rolled out.
around.
Yeah.
you're just sitting out with your uncle or something,
Yeah.
and then
He
you're,
loves Rusty Wallace.
you're having
God
some
bless him.
beers, and then you're like, hey,
Check this out.
want to smoke a bowl?
Yeah.
But then you bring this out.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you're
And
like,
you know what you
oh,
said?
It's
okay,
a talking piece.
Yeah, but you were like, oh,
know what
I
you
thought I
say?
was
You
just
know what you
expecting a
say?
little one hitter or something. I
You
don't know.
elbow your uncle. He walks out of the gas grill, and you pull this thing out, and you go boogity, boogity, boogity. That right? You go boogity, boogity,
Right.
boogity. Let's go blazing.
That's a whole new thing.
You keep this in your sock drawer?
You can't. Too big. It's too big.
No, I display that.
Yeah, you
I
just
think I
leave
display it
out?
too. I am jealous of
That's art.
my friends that have like they're single people without kids like Sam, where marijuana is so like not really a thing like it used to. It doesn't have the stigma that people can like put really nice glass pieces out on display and stuff like that and be funny with it. But that's great.
And this is like, I also like in a world where everything is just manufactured in China or whatever. Like this is hand painted.
Yeah, it's hand painted.
I'm looking at the side and I'm like, someone hand painted this.
They had somebody doing it.
They fired this in some sort of kiln and made this like
it's in a box
and then
everything.
they hand painted it.
It's very nice.
Anyway.
All right.
Well, I'm glad you like that because I was so excited
Yeah.
when I walked in the store and I saw that was there. I'm like, yeah.
I also like it's NASCAR. There's something a little Florida, Carolina about
yeah.
that,
Yeah.
racing areas.
Yep.
I love it. What else do we have here?
And also in thinking about like around Thanksgiving, Sam and I were talking about like one of the biggest drinking days of the year. What, day before, day after?
Day
too?
before.
The Wednesday before Thanksgiving, the most drinks consumed.
Yeah. Yep.
Makes sense.
We do have all of our drinking games, of course, thinking about Beer Fest and all the other things that are happening right now. We have tons of games, cards, 100 ways to open a beer. It's like funny card games. Pull it out of the deck, and open your beer that way. So
cool.
little things, of course, badass drinking games. And one of my personal favorites is the magnetic bottle cap dartboard.
Okay, I like
that's
that.
fun.
So that's fun.
Yeah, that is fun.
And these are fun too if you're going to do some kind of white elephant gift exchange later on around Christmas time and you're just looking for something silly. I mean, it's under $20, so it's a fun gift, right?
Do we ask the origin of white elephant every year, like where the title came from?
Probably.
Does anybody remember where that came from?
Sam can look it up. But before she does, and I don't know why, I don't mean to change subject.
Yeah,
subjects
we're
here,
bouncing all around
But
today.
when you said the day after Thanksgiving, I remembered that the NFL is doing the first ever Black Friday football game, but they're doing it at like 1 p.m.
Yeah.
What?
And then in the early afternoon, and I'm like, why? Like, it's a perfect opportunity to do it at night. Like, a lot of people work after Thanksgiving, like, especially in retail and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a hard gig. Andrea always worked it.
So it's
Always.
like, they do it at night.
It's not much of a gift if you do it while people are working. You're right.
Yeah. So the only
That's
That
kind
is
of
weird.
silly.
it's like
Is it because of the time? Like, who were the teams?
Miami and the Jets.
Where's it at?
It's East Coast.
Yeah.
It's
if it's East Coast, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
it's in New York, I believe, and so it's like, and they do normal night games at 8:30 anyway. We're used to that,
Right.
so like, why not do another night game? Like, I understand Thanksgiving they do games throughout the day,
Right.
but it's like just do a night game if you're gonna like start at 8:30
yeah.
Eastern or whatever the normal Monday night or Sunday
is
night
weird.
football starts. It's bizarre.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's really, really weird.
Yeah.
Also, brand new into the stores are pop-up cards. This one just is not necessarily a seasonal one, but it's I love your personality, but that wiener is something else. So there's a little hot dog.
wow.
Right?
Look
Right?
at that.
Fun.
By the way, that card will never be given to me. Like, who's buying that? My God.
So, we're just hitting the floor. Lots of fun, interesting little pop-ups.
These are so complicated looking.
That's really crazy, right?
Right. Yes. When I was a child, I was completely obsessed with pop-up books and pop-up cards to the point where I would collect any pop-up card that people gave me. Like, I just was obsessed with them.
Yeah.
Like, loved them so much.
Yeah, but we do have seasonal ones too for Christmas.
Very cool.
I will give someone $50 if they film themselves giving this to their grandfather.
Yeah, I was going to say grandpa, too. Yeah.
No.
You know what? I think I'm
He'll
going
laugh at it. Like, he fought in the war. Like, he's a hard man.
Now I want to give that to, like, somebody random, I think. I think I might just drop by and get it because that's a great card. I love it.
Yeah, so you have to come check
And you
those
got a
out.
bunch of different ones there.
We always have all of the really crazy ones, and we bring out ones for Christmas
Yeah.
and
You
Hanukkah
guys are always
and all
turning
kinds
over
of things.
inventory,
Yeah,
right?
but the cards are actually a destination for us. People come to us just because we have
The best
really
cards.
extreme, really crazy cards.
Yeah.
We have some that are a little tamer, but you can't get those at your local.
No. You can't. Like, and
Convenience
cards
store.
are like, if you're going to spend, and they're going to be the same price because cards are relatively expensive.
Yeah.
But if you're going to get one, you might as well get one that's super cool and
Yeah.
spend the money with like a local retailer than
That's unique.
than going to like your big box store and then
Yeah.
walking the aisle with everything's generic and crazy.
Yeah.
All right, what else
Yep,
are we
yep.
talking about here?
And I mentioned now. Let's just go into some toys that
Okay.
are just
Oh,
hit
toys.
the. Okay, since we were talking about the roast and toast, let's go to the Trippy Toys. This is by Maya. Rechargeable toy. It's a mushroom.
Whoa.
And it's the cutest thing. So mushrooms are really in right now.
That looks like something I've seen before.
Look at Rudolph's nose.
No, that's not what I was thinking. But,
No.
But it's not phallic, obviously.
No,
and it's just
I mean-
fun. It would be a great, kind of stocking stuffer.
Yeah, that thing's got an
a
eagle
fun
claw
little
on it.
toy.
It's not coming out,
It's submersible. It's silicone. It's rechargeable. It's under $60, and it would last you a really long time. And it's cool. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yep. Trippy Toys. They have a whole series of them.
Is
but-
that kind of where we're going? Mushrooms have now, mushrooms are all the rage everywhere.
Yeah.
And it seems like mushrooms have now, if I were a betting man, I would have guessed that, she's going to, at one point during this year, Deborah is going to bring in a
Yep.
mushroom-inspired sex toy because mushrooms are the new marijuana.
It really, if you look at a lot of our trays and pipes and things like that,
Yeah.
they're mushroom everywhere.
Yeah, sorry, craft
Everywhere.
beer. No one cares about you anymore.
It's mushroom.
Except for our free beer fest. But marijuana, no one cares about you
Mushroom
either.
fest.
Yeah, mushrooms where it's at.
Mushrooms.
It's all the mushrooms.
There's theories that obviously all life came from some sort of fungus, and mushrooms were the first life on Earth, and then we evolved into eventually humans from mushrooms, and then it seems far-fetched, and then you realize that males have something on their body that is exactly shaped like a mushroom. and then that makes more sense. That has more
proof,
evidence.
right
Are you on mushrooms right now?
No. We
What
have
is happening?
No, I'm saying we have a mushroom on our body.
Oh my God, I am Toad. I'm the real Toad.
And it's as close to a mushroom as anything else, right? Anyway.
I don't know about that last part. It's as close to a mushroom as anything else. I think the thing's closer to real mushrooms.
Anyway, sorry.
Okay, no problem. Also, I don't think I brought this one in. I can't remember. Sometimes I get so carried away. But this is new. It's by one of our favorite companies called
Is that
Vito.
sidewalk chalk?
It looks like sidewalk. It's like at first
That's
you're
a
like, oh, is that
thick
like a big
lipstick.
lipstick?
Yeah,
Right?
it looks like a big it looks like a lipstick for Toby Keith. I shouldn't make that joke anymore because
It's
I think he's
fine.
got cancer.
Oh.
Well, that's
Yeah,
not your fault.
I don't think his lips are big anymore because I think it's getting him.
If I can turn it on. But I did check it. And it was on. This is a cute kind of lipstick inspired vibe. There it goes.
Do women like it's just for concealing? Whoa, my God, this thing's extremely
Super
powerful.
powerful. Yeah, it's got
I
a
can't
little,
even hold it.
Yeah. It's called the
Try that.
Retro.
That thing's too.
Gonna shake his
wow.
Yeah,
arthritis
that's
up.
is that one of the strongest ones you've brought us? Like that thing will blow my wedding
Vito
ring
has
off.
come on with the really powerful motors lately.
Apparently.
And that's not a big toy to have such a powerful
No.
motor.
It was like rattling my wedding ring.
It's right around $50, $51.99. Warranted, silicone, submersible, rechargeable.
So it does anything you want it to do.
Yeah, plenty of power. Not too many modes and functions to
Yeah, it's definitely
frustrate you, but
it'll go.
yeah. So that's another really wonderful gift because it's not too extreme as far as the way it looks. It's fun. It's got kind of that psychedelic fun color scheme to it, and we have 3 different colorways on
What
that.
would you say is the easiest way to if I wanted to present this to my wife or something? What, just buy it, leave it on the pillow maybe or something like that?
Ooh.
Stocking
Look at you.
stuffer.
Stocking stuffer. Well,
If it's not holiday.
what I'm trying to do is to minimize the possible embarrassment for her and for me. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking maybe I would tie a little bow on it and put it under her pillow or something, just like a little note.
Does she look under her
here's-
pillow?
I mean,
How long is that thing gonna be
I
under
would
there?
put it-
The
Usually-
dildo tooth fairy.
I'm the
Dildo fairy.
Yeah.
He's just handed you. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I can't fly though.
No, I think you should
I have to walk through your front door.
Leave that with a little note, thinking
Yeah,
of
yeah.
you, enjoy yourself. Take
Oh,
your daughter
enjoy yourself.
out.
No, I want to
you know.
watch.
Oh,
I
well,
mean,
you can do that later.
here,
but
video this.
I think it's good to let someone kind of get familiar with their product alone.
Makes
perhaps
sense.
first,
All right.
and then
You're
yeah.
answering my question perfectly.
Deborah, is there a problem with these things seem to be so well made that people could have them for 10, 20 years? Like,
Yeah,
you know,
it's like Orbit gum.
like,
You know, they're like, the flavor lasts too long. Like this thing,
Yeah,
that
it
It
thing.
will last a long time. I think that people will kind of go into rotation modes with their toys. They use it, enjoy
Yeah.
it for a long time.
Like
and
cell
it's
phone
like, okay,
cases.
I'm ready to do something else. I'm going to put this aside for a little while. It might come back later on,
Yeah.
but then you kind of advance to something different or, you know, a different type of exploration.
I think I've single-handedly sold at least 100 womanizers because
Yes.
people tell me.
Yeah.
Simone was telling me at our bag stuffing event, she's like, God bless the womanizer. Like she was saluting a soldier. You know? I was like, thank you for your service,
Yeah.
womanizer.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
yeah, that
Yeah,
thing.
for
And
sure.
I have the old one. It's like gas powered. Like there's a new one now. There's a new one now that's like, isn't there? There's a new womanizer that since I got mine that's like way better.
Yeah. I mean, the different versions come out
Yeah.
and new technology. Yeah.
100%.
What do you
Oh
have
my
there,
gosh,
Deborah?
this is the cutest. Okay, so you know I
Whoa,
brought you
that-
the unicorns, right? And we
Yes.
were hoping this would have been in time for Halloween, but you know our companies don't always make their deadlines. So now I'm just Nightmare Before Christmas, maybe.
Yeah.
And it's this is the Wild Spirit. It's our black unicorn, and he has a little tongue, and he vibrates, and he's super cool. So, you know, I've talked to before about how cutesy toys like the mushroom, and the little unicorn. Yeah. So that's our little nightmare.
See, at least I can understand what that does.
you?
Well, it's doing this
Has a cute little tongue.
the
Yeah, he's
traditional la 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 la.
he's doing the Sam Kinison. He's doing the ABCs, right?
Yeah. And so
Hold on, I can do it. Hold on, you gotta do it like
All
this.
right,
You gotta
all
go. Okay, is that allowed?
No.
Is that allowed? I want that. I'm gonna make that my new Facebook photo. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make that my new photo.
So
That might have to
Somebody
be.
in the chat. Oh my God!
Can't compete with that.
Sold.
You know, let's
Yeah.
turn it
Turn
on.
it
and
off
off.
again.
I
Oh
can't
my
even
God.
turn it
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
It's going now. It's going side to side. Now it's doing
Whoa.
now it's whipping and
He's doing the
nay.
ABCs.
All right.
I'm telling you, it's
whipping
more
and nay-nay.
technology than you can handle right there. It's amazing.
All right.
It's
Wow.
such a little
You're hoarding all the vibrators over there.
This guy's got a whole collection.
And I'm glad you brought up Womanizer because we're going to do our Black Friday special again this year, where if you come in on Black Friday or actually throughout the weekend while supplies last, we're going to have little scratch off cards. So if you come in, go to checkout, scratch off your card. You could get up to 50% off an
Wow.
item. You could get free gifts.
That's
You're gonna
awesome.
Is that
get
all locations?
all locations.
All right, so
Make
if you guys are at the
sure-
beer fest, hit that Sanford location.
Yeah, make sure you shuffle your scratch off cards. We did scratch offs one time, and one guy got all the prizes because we didn't shuffle our cards.
Don't
You
tell
know
them.
what?
We never announced that.
We have learned that too. Let me tell you. But
It's
it's
a
one-
technical difficulty.
Oh yeah, sorry. It was a technical difficulty.
Oh, there
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Again, it's on Black Friday. We'll start that, and it's while the cards last. So if you want to do it, you probably want to get there early.
Yeah,
but
man.
throughout the weekend, and we're going to have additional specials, separate specials on Womanizer products,
Nice.
WeVibe products,
They're really good.
Fun Factory. So those are really high-end, wonderful products that they don't allow us to run a lot of specials. So you're going to be getting discounts up to 20%
Did you
off.
say
and
WeVibe?
WeVibe
Yeah.
and Womanizer and Fun Factory.
Yeah, those
So-
are all like the best of the best that she's brought in
Yeah.
here. So if you're interested in some of that, like you can really save a chunk of change
Yeah.
on some really fancy. If you like, I like the fancier stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like I like the stuff where you go up there and it looks like I like the Apple packaging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like a little piece of paper in there when I open it. I take the little piece of paper out. I like
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah, so it's a perfect time to come in and kind of get those gifts while you can kind of take advantage of some additional savings.
There
Perfect.
you go.
And lots of Fairvilla locations. You can go to fairvilla.com for all locations. OBT somewhere on the coast. We've got
Cape Canaveral.
Cape Canaveral.
Somewhere on the
God
coast.
damn
I'm
it,
just giving the
Tom.
general idea.
I think that's a Christopher Cross song.
Yeah.
Somewhere on the coast.
Because I was about to say Coco, and I was like, that was not that.
Yeah.
No, it is not.
It's not
It's
that.
close,
Coast.
very close.
We're a little frazzled with this
International.
beer thing going on this week. Like we are, our brains are a little mushy. We apologize.
Yeah. And every single gift bag, you're gonna get a Fairvilla discount card.
You are
You
indeed.
are.
So hold on to that when you go into Fairvilla. and save some money. Deborah,
Absolutely.
thanks so much.
We
for
love
coming by.
seeing you.
you.
Happy holidays. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Appreciate it. All
'Cause I
right,
think
you
that's
too.
the last time we'll see you before we.
Yeah.
Christmas is coming.
Oh,
so,
boy, it's going to be a good
God.
one.
So have a great one. And where are we going after this?
We'll be right back.
All right. We did it. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. Appreciate you. That unicorn is hilarious.
Isn't that hilarious? Oh, my gosh. I'm like, what does that stuff do?
Seems like they do have a little bit of humor, you know.
Oh, they do. And now they've made them, like, collectible.
Right. Where's that go, Sam?
Monday 3.
Monday 3. I gotcha. You staying in town for Thanksgiving?
Yes, I am. I had my husband's mom passed away recently, so that's where I've been for a week, and so he's got to stay up there, so it's gonna be kind of low key, kind of
Bittersweet,
quiet.
yeah. Those are hard when you've had somebody pass and then you got to march through the holidays. I've done it.
Yep. But,
It is different.
yeah, but so just kind of staying and hanging out here with my
Nice.
kids, and yeah, my mom is local, so I get to see her.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
And then our next guest is coming in at 1, right?
Yeah.
Espresso?
Are we done?
We can finish
we're
out
gonna do-
Monday
we're gonna
4.
do-
We'll finish it up?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
We'll just do 10 minutes of voicemail.
That works. Let me get that going here. We have some cameos to do.
And then, yeah, if you're serious though about doing some pasties,
I think that'd be funny.
I have the information on it because we looked at it for ourselves.
Yeah.
Um,
It'd be funny.
yeah.
It'd be funny to do a Tom and Dan head. We got the cartoon heads.
Yeah.
Already.
We used to do.
So you could definitely-
We did stickers. There's some. I think we have some, but yeah, we have those faces like high res, and it'd be really funny to do
I
that.
can get it priced out, so we'll know.
Yeah, let us know.
And also, when I was cleaning some stuff out, I did find some magnets. So if we want to do any kind of promotion to the store, I'll get a count of what I have and what it is.
Okay.
and pictures
Cool.
To you guys, so yeah, we can do
Perfect,
something.
perfect.
You know.
Sounds great. Well, thank you so much, Deborah.
Of course. My pleasure.
Always good seeing you. Sorry again for being a little behind today.
Yeah, it was fine. You got time to decompress and just kind of chill.
I know, right? Sometimes just sitting down is nice. You're right.
Yeah, it's all good. Especially after fighting, the soggy traffic.
Yeah, it's weird how people start to lose their minds when the rain is not bad.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it's like, this rain is not bad at all.
Duh. All right, y'all have a great rest of your day.
Yeah,
I'll
you
see on
too.
Saturday.
Stay dry, be safe,
There.
and we'll see you soon.
Get all the information and stuff.
Tracy just resent it.
Yeah.
So
Okay, Tracy
Yeah.
resent it, so
We could do a little T&D Beaver hunt. Yeah, hey guys, sorry we started all weird and wonky. We were up at the radio station doing Pat Lynch and Taco Bob. And it was good. Sorry if I was all over the place during that. I almost need like a full 10 minutes of talking to like write my gyroscope in my brain or something. All right, let me get these voicemails.
you're gonna have to have a different outfit on Saturday, Tom. At this point, you just look a good clone every single day.
I like it. It's called a capsule wardrobe.
It's the Steve Jobs.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is preaching it in his new book. I'm on chapter 3. Reps, reps, reps. Work is the only thing that works. Hard work is the only thing that will get you to your goal.
Oh, I like
When
that.
I was working with James Cameron, he goes all in on everything. I remember I was at his house and he was talking about Titanic. And he went to he even got each of the china plates stamped with Titanic on them to go that far. think about that for a second. I'm listening to that book right now. Half of it's like good information, and half of it's just fun to listen to that guy talk. He's a fucking character.
It's so much easier just to wake up and wear the same thing every single day.
I agree.
I have no.
So boring.
But I'm just like,
but
it doesn't bring me any joy.
It cuts
wearing
down
something
on decision
different.
fatigue, is what Arnold would say.
Just put on the same jeans and polo, and then, like, I'd get no joy out of dressing in like something else.
I get no kicks from champagne. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
We're doing voicemails. Bring us back. 3, 2.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. Let's do some voicemail.
All right. If you don't know what voicemails are, they're like emails, but with your voice. And you can leave them on our free Tom and Dan app. We just did a full overhaul of the app. Just wherever you get apps for Android and iOS, search A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan or Tom and Dan. You'll find it. And you can leave a voicemail like this gentleman. Because, man, I don't think I've seen something that people... This could be the new sit stand. You and I disagreeing on tipping and tipping bud tenders at like your marijuana dispensary. I always tip them out. You say no, but then you say you tip. If you pick up a pizza at the pizza shop, you tip because you said that the people that make the pizza and all the delivery drivers, everything, they split the tips. I don't think that's the case, but this guy's mad.
I can't believe the topic of tipping your bud tender came up a second time, but I will say this about that. They wanted to be medicine. Well, your medicine. I don't tip my pharmacist. If I went to a bud tender, I wouldn't tip my bud tender either. The pharmacist has to label everything. He has to cross-reference everything to make sure that I'm not going to take 2 medications together that'll kill me. They're just checking out what bud I'm getting.
All right.
He's mad.
You're not wrong.
He didn't even say goodbye with it. He didn't
He
even have the
was mad.
He,
He
didn't even
needs
throw
some-
any-
he needs some marijuana.
There was like 0 pleasantries on that.
Yeah.
Get to work.
Yeah, but a pharmacist is like keeping you from narcotics that could like potentially you mix those up, you die. Marijuana, if I take too much of it, I mean, I just think
Nothing happens.
it's a bad example.
Well, I see where his logic is going. The problem is a pharmacist is making more than 6
he
figures.
gets a
as
salary.
He's paid appropriately.
A
And
very healthy salary.
I don't know what bud tenders get paid. I imagine it's
hourly.
So it's hourly, but it's more than minimum wage. And my only argument was in the restaurant industry, it's just become normal for the employees to make make a living off the extra tips because they get paid too little, which is, whether or not you agree with that or tipping situation or not, it's the reality of the United States and how we do business in restaurants. And that's all I'm saying is that they expect it. I don't know if the bud tenders expect it. I think they put it out there.
I don't
and
think
people
they
do
expect
tip.
it. They seem surprised when I do it. And now,
Well, they have a huge tip jar. So I mean,
Yeah, they
they're
do.
yeah, but I don't think a lot. Normally, when I'm in there, I'm one of one that I've seen do it.
No,
Maybe I'm wrong on this. Like, look, whenever
I see people tip every time I'm in there.
Whenever I go hard on an opinion that I have, trust me, you can change my mind. I'm a dumb old man on this. I'm just saying, I go in there, I always tip them because to me it seems like they're always changing regulation, and it seems like a job that, like printing the stickers, having them go like, hold on a second, let me get you dispensed, and we'll get you out of here. Sometimes that's like not easy. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's not easy. So I just assume that whatever they're doing is harder, and yes, it is an assumption, but it's harder than when like I get a beer. So that's my logic. My logic goes like, well, when you get a beer, Dan, you usually give $1. This guy's doing something harder than a beer, so you like maybe $3, and that's how I do it. That's how I work out the equation in my brain.
It is a slippery slope, though, because at
It
what
is.
point do we say, okay,
Right.
no, this is
that's-
just your, this
I think
is
that's
just
what
your
Tom's
job.
saying. I think
you're putting stickers on a thing. It's not that hard.
No, I know,
If you're
but-
giving advice, like I can understand if you go in there and you're not picking up
And
an
you're
order.
like consulting with them about a
and-
product.
Yeah. And then
or-
the person's like, hey, we've got this product, this does this, and they're giving you information. And then after that transaction, you're like, you know what? This person took time, gave me, valuable
I'm just
information.
nicer than you.
I'm gonna tip them. But if
But,
it's
Naturally.
but when does it stop, right? If I go into a store and I'm trying to buy a pair of shoes and the person has to go to the back to get my shoes, do I now have to give them a tip because
you
they
don't
went
tip
to the
those
back?
guys and those
Yeah.
mother effers.
Right, we
like,
gotta
I almost
climb
cursed.
ladders
Well, no,
and-
you lace up my shoes. There's
Yeah.
nothing more.
Some people make you put the shoes on their feet.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's
and nobody,
belittling.
You don't tip them.
I remember as a young boy going to like JCPenney with my mom and dad. My dad would take me back to the shoe, the shoe area of JCPenney, and I'd sit down, and some old man would come out and measure my foot with the metal thing, and then he'd come out and put the shoes on my feet.
Yeah,
That's not a thing anymore, right?
Old people still want you to do it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
belittling,
But it's
right?
dying.
It's
yeah.
like kind of like a weird.
I haven't been to a shoe store.
Put my shoe on my
I have
feet,
no
peasant.
idea. Yeah.
Well, but you don't wear shoes.
Higher end shoe stores, they still do.
Yeah,
it.
you don't wear shoes.
Yeah.
Like when's the last pair of shoes? Shoes.
And you probably
I
got
love
them from
shoes.
Ross, and they're not putting your
Well, I
shoes
wear
on.
shoes every day.
Yeah, but like those
Yeah,
are
but you've had
100
them.
years old.
My
Yeah, yeah.
God, man.
Yeah, and I'll
They're
just-
turning white.
Let me get you some shoes.
Listen,
We gotta
I
get
don't
us
know
some
if
shoes
this
for
is-
Christmas.
I'm just gonna buy these shoes online. The
No,
same size.
not the same ones. Oh my God.
Why?
They're like $27 Champs Ralph Lauren.
No,
Come
no.
on, get a nice pair of shoes.
No,
You're a businessman. You're a luminary in this city.
No.
Get a
no,
nice pair of shoes.
No, and this is fine.
No. You need a nice pair, or get something that's like classic. Get a pair of Purcells. Get some Chuck Taylors. Get a nice.
No.
Get some Van Old Schools.
No, that's not business.
But it looks better than those.
That-
Those just look like you don't have the way or means to. Like, if I walked into a business meeting with you and I saw those shoes, I'd be like,
They're dusty.
"What this
bro.
guy hit up Marshalls? What is that?
Yeah.
What is this,
How
TJ
old
Maxx?
are those? Yeah.
I didn't know it was a problem. I will get some new shoes.
It's not a problem.
It's not a
It's
problem.
not a problem.
Maybe
Maybe they're as lucky
But
business shoes.
it does look like our business is doing bad when you have dusty shoes.
I worry that they're his lucky business shoes, and he's afraid that he can't do it without them. You know, like sometimes sports athletes,
No.
they get like too spiritual, like with all their rituals. You know, like maybe he feels like those are his closing shoes.
I am
He
not
can't close the deal.
superstitious at all. I've never thought about good or bad luck or cursing myself in one way or the other.
You should, though.
I tell people, I'm like, please curse me. I wish, because if someone did curse me and there was enough evidence to like make me believe that there may be some magic out there, I would enhance my life. I'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Even though you're cursed.
Yeah.
I would take being
Yeah.
Wait a
cursed.
minute, hold on. I'm doing the math here. So
Yeah.
if I go to a witch doctor and I have to
Yeah.
put a curse on you, that will make your life better.
It'll
I wish-
enhance his
yeah,
life.
Yeah.
It will enhance your life.
It'll
Because
spice
I'll be
it
like,
up.
oh, there's something.
Yeah.
I thought there was nothing.
Yeah.
Like there's magic, there's curses.
All right, I'm
like,
gonna do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
like,
finding
I-
out there's water on Mars. You're like, well, there's life there then.
Curse me as much as you want. I'll do whatever. If you tell me, like, I know there's some Santeria people. They're like, I'll never do this. I'll like, tell me. I'll do
Man,
it.
I don't believe in that either. You know how many
I don't
times?
boi in nothing.
Do you know how many? Like I
There's
don't.
nothing
I don't
interesting.
believe in anything either because you know how many times I've cursed God and dared him to like do something bad to me and nothing. All these great things keep happening. I'm so rich, awesome.
Well, you curse the wrong god.
Yeah, I know.
There's
No,
hundreds
such
of them.
thing. No, I curse them all. Curse all the gods. Let's try this one.
Hi, it's Megan from Detroit. I am calling about the Punta Gorda pronunciation. I grew up there, and most of my family still lives there. Nobody says Punta Gorda. I think if you did, you'll get punched in the face and probably called the F word for gays.
Wow.
If you are from there or you live there for a long period of time, you typically call it Punta Gorda, or if you're a redneck, you call it Punta Gorda.
Punta Gorda. No one says Punta
So
Gorda.
that's just lazy white people not saying punta correctly, right?
It's Punta Gorda, right?
Punta Gorda.
Punta Gorda.
I've always known it as Punta.
Me too.
Me
Yeah,
too.
Punta Gorda.
I'm pro Punta.
Yeah.
I don't even
Is
know
that
what
I
it
don't
means.
you're from
Punta
Miami?
Gorda. I don't know. I have no idea.
What does it mean?
It,
The chat room is saying that she is correct.
everybody from Punta Gorda says
It's not
Punta?
poot. It's not a poot. It's a punt. Like
so
think,
Punta Gorda.
Punta Gorda.
you got to think like
That just
football.
sounds bad.
I like Punta Gorda.
So they say
Punta.
Punta.
Punta Gorda.
Punta
I've
Gorda.
never heard Punta Gorda, dude. I swear on my dead parents' lives. I've always heard Punta Gorda. My dad,
yeah.
that was part of his territory.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
you going,
yeah.
Dad? Punta Gorda. You know, like, yeah. I've never heard. Then some people are saying poon. Like they're trying to get us to say it phonetically. Punta Gorda. Yeah, it's Punta Gorda. It's not Punta Gorda.
I don't know. She's saying she's lived there, and that's
And
how everybody
Punta
locally
Gorda. I've
says
never
that.
heard a redneck say Punta Gorda.
I
That's
mean,
kicking a pumpkin. Punta Gorda.
It. I guess it doesn't. It's the same thing, but weird. I don't know.
Kissimmee, it's fine.
No one. You can't say kissing me.
No, you can't. It's
Some
Kissimmee.
people do.
I
Kissing
correct
me?
them.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
like, Kissimmee. I'm like, no, it's Kissimmee. You got to get it right. You know,
Well, I don't know what to say
like
now, punta or
it's
punta.
DeLand, not D-land. If I hear one more person
I've
say
heard people
D,
say
it's
D-land.
not D-land. It's DeLand.
Yeah. Yes, D Barry.
Yeah,
DeBerry.
It's
You
DeBerry.
know what we can get rid of? Orlampa. Hate it.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
dumb. I hate all that. Florida, Georgia line, Bama, Floribama, all that dumb where they blend it. It's
Floribama.
not real. No, it's stupid. Let's try this one right. Let's try this one. This one's weird.
Hey guys, I'm listening to the BDM show, and at the end you're talking about the JFK assassination, and I learned yesterday or the day before, never heard this before, his brain is missing. They pulled it out for the autopsy, they put it in the archives or something like that, and then like a week later his brain came up missing, and they've never been able to find it. They have no idea what happened to it.
Is that true? They
I don't
took
know.
out JFK's brain for the autopsy to look at it, and then the brain went missing?
Well, some of it went missing.
right.
when it
Oh,
happened.
hey, there it is. Comedy.
The thing with conspiracy theories, that I think everybody's like unless you're into
It
it.
is true though. We did a whole podcast on. You heard about this one on the Kennedy assassination. There is a lot of weird stuff
Yeah.
There is
surrounding
yeah.
it, and there's been a lot of things that have been redacted.
Did you know Lincoln's
and-
secretary was Kennedy, and Kennedy's secretary was Lincoln?
It is one of the weird things. His brain
Yeah.
is missing.
Yeah.
That does lead you to believe there's someone
A
didn't
cover-up.
want you to ever examine it later, right?
Right.
Which I don't know
Yeah.
why they.
It's like why when I stole my dad's porno mags, I would throw them down the sewer because I didn't want him to find them again because he'd know
Yeah.
what had happened.
The problem is it could just be as simple as some government employee stole it and then never
The
admitted. I
rumor
don't
was
know.
his brother. His brother wanted to destroy it. That's the main theory.
Or yeah, like maybe the family.
Yeah, the family did- yeah.
Robert
Like,
Kennedy.
they didn't want the because some people don't believe in cremation or whatever. Like
They
had
don't
a-
believe in some people don't believe in autopsies.
Yeah,
they don't
yeah.
want you to touch the body after the
Yeah,
person has
yeah.
passed.
I'm anti-autopsy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, if there's something.
No, I like no
suspicious.
closure. I like no closure. I like to leave it. I like everything open.
Yeah. Although if let's just say it was Oswald. And it was straight up exactly how.
Yeah, what we've been
said,
told.
yeah.
The tale of time.
Like all these suspicious things happening did, I guess, create this, legacy of JFK
Yeah,
that
but-
will live on forever.
But were
Like,
they,
it's the
were
best
they
thing
truly
for-
suspicious? Or were they truly suspicious? Or were they only suspicious because the human mind wouldn't accept the simplicity of the actual truth?
Well, that's a lot of conspiracies. But
no, I'm saying all these things that we say are like, look at all these coincidences. Well, I mean, they're only a coincidence if you're open to them being a coincidence, right?
There's a lot of weird stuff surrounding the entire Kennedy family.
Oh,
Yeah,
that whole family's
A lot of
weird.
tragedy. Tons
Yeah.
of tragedy. Like lots of people dying in car wrecks, killing
Lobotomies,
people.
yeah.
Yeah, just a lot of weird, I guess that maybe that comes with money and power, right?
Yeah.
You kind of drag that along with you. It's chained to your ankles, I think.
All right. We will see you tomorrow.
All right, y'all. I guess we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back a little before 1, a bit more organized than the way we came in. And Casey Tazo says, I played JFK in an elementary school play, shooting and all. They blew your head off in the play? You have to call about that if that's true, because that's funny.
Wow.
Were you in the back of
Who
a
decided
cardboard?
that?
You're in the back of a cardboard car,
yeah.
and then one of your classmates blows your head off, and then the girl classmate
No way.
throws her pink body with a pillbox hat over you and shields you from other bullets.
And then some other kid
If
dressed
that
like
is true, you do need to call us or send us an
Yeah,
email.
because that's a scene in a funny movie.
the Secret Service agent kid starts
Right.
jumps on the back of the car.
Yeah. They're running beside the refrigerator
what a
box.
hell of a thing to reenact.
And you're like, back and to the left. Back and to the left.
Then you get off stage. They're like, great job. All right, guys.